Why won't he answer? Warren Mayor Jim Fouts had his chance to clear up the controversy surrounding those scandalous recordings once and for all. On camera, he says those tapes are doctored, but under oath, it's a different story. Good evening. Right now, those recordings allegedly of the mayor sit at the center of a lawsuit filed by a woman who spent 10 years as Warren's only African-American police officer.
She says she faced racism constantly at work, and her attorneys believe that culture was fostered by the mayor, and those tapes prove it. Defender Kevin Dietz is live at Warren City Hall, and you've repeatedly tried to talk to the mayor about these tapes. Kevin, is he saying anything at this point?
He absolutely does not want to talk about these tape recordings, especially under oath. He flat out refused to answer any questions about them during a deposition. Now, a judge may make him talk about it in court. It's the secret tape recording controversy that will not go away. Is this Warren Mayor Jim Fouts' unedited voice on tape?
You know, blacks do look like chimpanzees. I was watching this black woman with her daughter, and they looked like two chimps.
Mayor Fouts told Local 4 reporter Jermont Terry, absolutely not.
Number one, I have the presumption of innocence, number one. Number two, I've already said that is not my voice, and that is a manipulated, manufactured tape.
But in a recent legal deposition, under oath, when asked if this was in fact him on tape, Mayor Fouts refused to answer the question at advice of counsel.
He had an opportunity to answer that question, but he did not answer the question as to whether or not that was his voice.
Local 4 legal expert Neil Rockine says dodging the question in a deposition could hurt the city's chances in a racial discrimination lawsuit filed by Sheila Howlett, a police officer in Warren.
It's a very tough position for the mayor to be in, and for his lawyers on his behalf to be in.
And likely is only buying the mayor more time until he has to answer the question.
Assuming that the judge permits this evidence in during the trial, at some point, the mayor will have to answer.
Sheila Howlett was Warren's only African-American police officer for over a decade. She says she had to put up with racist remarks at work.
I was compared to the gorilla, and people just don't understand the history of a black person and why that's so demeaning.
And claims white officers were slow to back her up on police runs because of the color of her skin.
The cavalry's coming for everyone else as fast as possible. And so it's like the grace of God that when I was out there, that I hadn't been hurt.
The mayor, who has said he has nothing to do with Officer Howlett's case, finds himself in the thick of it because the suit also claims the mayor allowed a culture of racial animosity in Warren. Howlett's attorney wants the tape recordings entered as evidence and the mayor under oath in front of a jury to answer the question.
The mayor will have an opportunity again to answer that question or not answer it.
This afternoon, we did hear from Mayor Fouts' attorney. In a written statement, she told us that Mayor Fouts is not a party and had no involvement in Ms. Howlett's separation of employment from the Warren Police Department. The mayor was called to testify in her case to confirm he is not in charge of training and does not implement policies for the Warren Police Department. It was my job to make sure only relevant topics were raised at that deposition. I did just that with my instructions to the mayor, and those instructions were not to answer any questions about those tape recordings. You can see the entire full statement on our website at clickondetroit.com. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, it's just so hit and miss with the mayor on what he wants to say about this, and clearly he wants it to go away, and in the past he has said he wanted to answer those questions, but and would have denied that, but clearly, like we said, we'll see if he answers them in court. By the way, what are you expecting to see on Wednesday when the case goes back to court?
Yes, that case is going to be in federal court.
Well, we'll see about what happens on Wednesday. We lost Kevin there. We apologize, but we will be watching that case, of course, as it goes forward.
You know what goes on in federal court, of course.